I'm gonna have on stage the guest for tonight. Please welcome Benjamin McWilliams.
Keep it going.
Sorry, I'm a one-person show, so I need to do all the things at once, so forgive me for this. Maybe one day I will be able to afford a second person, otherwise it's just a slave, and I'm a little bit against it because I'm from Belarus and it's like trauma flashbacks. Everyone is a slave in Belarus, you know.
By the way, cheers, everyone.
Cheers. For what? For slavery? What the fuck?
Yeah, for slavery. There we go.
How did we jump, you know? I was talking with my sister the other day, and she finished 5 years of studying as in a lawyer school, and
in law school.
In law school, so she's.
I just like it. It's lawyer school.
For us, it's like lawyer school because it's like na jurista, we say, like to study to be a lawyer. So it's like how we say in our language. And I'm like, so how is the job now? And she's like, I'm making under 200 euro a month working like a good job. And I'm like, what the fuck? Welcome to Belarus.
Job?
No, like governmental, recognized filialis. I don't know how to say.
Are there any
like,
perks she gets out of the job?
Experience.
That's every single slave job.
And
what do you get paid in experience?
Yeah, she's also like looking for a place to rent, and the place to rent in Belarus, like in Minsk, it's at least 400 euros. And I'm like, that's why.
How does she survive?
That's why you suck dick, you know. Like it's just. I'm sorry, but thank you for support of a man. But you know, the whole idea of patriarchal society that you as a woman cannot really make it on your own, so you gotta pair up with a man who's gonna get paid better for the same job that a woman does.
Well, is she dating a man right now?
She is dating a man, but she said to me explicitly, one day there is a man, another day there is no man. So she's like, she's not gonna trust to do the finances with a man. I don't know what you can realize how traumatic our growing up was together with my sister. So yeah. I don't know. It's messed up. She's in a messed up situation. But I remember when I finished studying, I was a teacher of English. My salary was 123 euros a month. So it was even lower.
123 euros?
Yeah, it was 2012. So maybe now it's like 140 euros. But it was unlivable. Like if you would need to rent a place, it's unlivable money for a month.
You just live underneath a bridge.
Yeah, or in school, you know, in your school teacher's meeting place.
Just sleep in the classroom.
Maybe, yeah, you know, just sleep with a student, I don't know. Go to prison.
Wait, what age did you teach?
Which student age?
Yeah, what were the age of your
well, my
students?
internship was with 10th graders, so 14, 15-year-olds.
So you're trying to sleep with the students. You sound like straight out of Ep.6.
We are comedians. That was a joke. I'm just saying, like you said, sleep under the bridge or sleep with a student, and then you go to prison and you have roof under your head, above your head, and you have food on your table. That was my joke.
That's 3D chess right there.
Yeah. It's that's how I has Belarus. That's gonna develop this kind of thinking.
How do you enjoy teaching? Because I teach English right now.
I tried to kill myself.
You tried to kill yourself?
Yeah, after the internship, it was, I just finished and I tried to do it. It was horrible. I cried every day. You know, there is teacher's lounge, and they were weeping, at least four teachers weeping at the same time, and I was one of them. So
it was like the crying lounge.
It was the crying lounge. It was pretty bad, but it's just, you need to put it on a scale of how much money you get for the effort that you need to do. And it's very ungrateful job because teaching English in Belarus is like teaching chickens to eat meat. I don't know. It's like the most popular. I don't know what this analogy was. I don't know. They would probably eat it with gladly, you know.
Yeah, I feel like chickens would eat like anything you just throw on the ground.
Like teaching Epstein not to touch kids. Something like this. So they would always say to me, like, why would we need English in Belarus? Like, people who don't want to leave Belarus, they never need English. So I had only one good student who wanted to leave the country, so she was like studying, and everybody else, I also had a class of football players you know, they're like, you know, I just kick the ball. What do you need me? The ball is the ball. I kick it, and
But if they go
it.
internationally, they're going to have
They
to have
don't
some
think
interview.
that far.
They don't
It
think that
doesn't
far.
work like this.
They
It
just
doesn't
think
work
kick
like
ball.
this.
That's it.
Yeah, it was pretty hard. But you're a teacher as well, no?
Yeah. I teach English here in Lithuania. I needed to do it because the comedy career is definitely not making a lot off of that.
Okay, why not?
I don't know. I feel like English comedy in Lithuania, it's a young thing, and then also it's a very niche market.
Why? How niche? For English speakers or people with sense of humor?
Both.
Lithuanians, what's wrong with you? Why are you not laughing? Why are you not appreciating the
No,
humor?
I feel like Lithuanian crowd is not bad. You just have to know what to joke about.
To cater for them.
Yeah, cater to them. I mean, that's what you do. But again, it's a smaller city, so like you have to look at like branching out to like other places. Like going up in the world, like up to Riga.
That's reaching out to the world. You've been in Lithuania for way too long.
Yeah.
You need to get out more.
No, actually, the first solo show I ever did was in France.
Okay, which city?
Lyon.
Okay.
Yeah, it was totally done by accident.
Oh, that's how you start comedy. You shit yourself and then comedy.
That's exactly what it was. Just an accident. Like every single time I did, because like I was traveling to Lyon to visit a friend, and I messaged this comedy club and said, hey, I've just started doing comedy. Is there like an open mic I can go to because I want to perform in different places? And they sent me an email back. They're like, we formally invite you to do some comedy here.
Did you read it in an accent?
I read it in a French accent the whole time. They even had like the sacre bleu, like semelle pute, I don't know, like something French. Something French. They were like, merci beaucoup. And like, so I went there. It was like a week out before, and I was like, hey, just want to ask you about the mic. Like, and they're like, yes, you will perform, and you will perform for an hour. No. And I'm like, what? And mind you, I've been only doing comedy for like 3 months. Yeah, like 3 months to do an hour. And so what I basically did was I just told a bunch of random stories.
No, that's how you start comedy, You start with what you know. So this shit happened. You remember this girl, like at the one time at open mic, we had a girl who got inspired to try comedy for the first time, and the first thing she said when she went on stage, she said, here's the story of how I ended up eating shit.
Oh my gosh, the shit eater, yeah. She talked about eating shit, and then she was like, because that's what I love about the open mic. You never know what you're going to get. And then so she was talking about eating shit. It was really short. And I'm like, all right. And I go on, I'm walking on stage. And she's like, do you want me to tell you about the time I drank piss? I'm like,
comedy.
Yeah, comedy. I'm like, fuck it, go ahead. And then she told like a story how she drank her brother's piss.
Yeah. This is how, this is how
real quality
you
comedy.
start comedy. Something so messed up happens to you and you have a choice. Either you're gonna joke about it and laugh about it, or you're gonna start a long journey of healing yourself by going to therapy. But it's cheaper to just go on stage and trauma bomb everybody. So I guess that's what happens.
I think the audience was like really, they were shocked. They were shocked because she was like, we try to let.
She looked normal.
Yeah. She looked normal, but she was from? Do you remember? I think she was
Azerbaijan?
From, no, Armenia.
Oh, I'm very sorry.
Yeah,
it starts with A and ends in one of those.
We're probably like wrong.
Yeah, one of in that direction of the map. We apologize for the political complexities that are going to be brought up if we continue. But
I'm American. I can totally fuck up on everything.
That's okay. I am not even European. I can fuck up by just existing. We're from the best, but we're from these places that are becoming more and more alike, because America is turning into a dictatorship, and it's like, and I come from one of those,
Yeah.
Just clapped.
It's one of those like sad things that you kind of watch, because it's like, because I've lived out of the States for such a long time, it's like I always like look from the outside now and I'm like, what the hell is going on? Like I remember because I spent 5 years in China, which is like I did my master's degree there. And,
Studying what?
I was studying international trade. But
that's what China is good for with AliExpress and everything.
Yeah. And
CIA?
CIA, he's like, no, not CIA. They wouldn't want me. One look at me, they're like, he's not smart enough. No, I actually had to, so I did my master's degree, all of it was in Chinese. I had to defend my thesis in Chinese, which was like the one of the like dumbest, hardest things I've ever done. And then we also had to do, we had to take propaganda class. Do they have propaganda class
in Belarus? Yeah, I had the state exam and my question was about, we call it patriotic studies. It's not propaganda studies because we don't call the things as they are. We don't call rape, we just call it regular sex. So, you know, in Belarus it's all very complicated, so it was patriotic studies.
Yeah, no, it was a lot of fun because like the teacher, he was like, he like tried to, he would say like every single day, he was like, Chinese is a democracy.
Nah.
But yeah, but not, no, he was like, it's a democracy, but not like America, like not like Western democracy. It's different, you know? Mm-hmm. One party, one choice.
Okay, I see.
Yeah, that's a democracy. You get to choose one person.
I'm trying to remember in our books how Belarus, we were never like democracy. I think we never were calling, I think we were called autocratic, you know, regime. We were never like called, like he was never like pretending. Mm-hmm. I don't remember it in the books, but you know, it's been like 20 years since I studied in school, so I don't remember. You want to forget those things, you know. But it was interesting for me. I married my husband. He will hate me for saying this, but I will say it anyway, just for you to understand how Belarus was with the brainwashing and everything. We were having a conversation about some historical stuff, and then I mentioned that, like, what do you mean Stalin was bad? He's a good guy. And I've never seen my husband turn this color. Like,
wait,
you know,
who said that?
I said that Stalin was not, yeah, because like I come from Belarus and I just, you know, I'm not a historical, you know, geek or anything. I just remembered something that we were taught in school and I didn't care beyond the exam, you know, I didn't care much.
My husband, the exam was like, Stalin, good guy, bad guy, and you were like, say, good guy.
Good, yeah, he rebuilt the whole, like, you know, Soviet Union, whatever. Like, I never knew this part of like history, and my husband was like, you know, I never seen him like this. He's like, YouTube, you know, YouTube, education. And this is why I still hate YouTube, you know, because it was used as another type of propaganda for me, you know. I recognize propaganda when I see it, but basically he showed me about this Holodomor and everything that was happening. And I was, for the first time in my life, I was like, you know, like your whole worldview is like questioned. I knew that something maybe was taught, but I never realized how deep the propaganda went. So that I didn't even have, because I grew up without internet. Like, we are the generation that didn't have computers and stuff. So whatever you
didn't have any computer? I didn't know that.
You
like,
know.
I'm that
like, old.
We had computers like in middle school. Like.
No, I got my first computer, I think it was 2008.
Oh my gosh.
And yeah, I mean, I finished school at 2008, so I finished the whole school with just a history book. So whatever you read in the book, you take it as it is. And then you go to study something in college or whatever. I studied English, I learned about 30 Seconds to Mars, and that was my whole Western education. You know, This Is War, whatever the album was in 2009. I was like representing Echelon in you know, it was the whole westernization for me, Jared Leto and his cult.
So your education was all just music based?
It was not just, it was just one band based.
One band based?
I don't know how, because it took like 6 days to download one song. It was, you know, we were in that.
That was your audiobook? That
was my, like, not like audiobook. The internet was so slow. It's like, you know, 6 days to download one song. So it's.
Did you have to leave like the computer on?
Yeah. My grandfather was so unhappy because the phone was busy all the time. He would never receive them. That's why we never found out that my grandmother was dead for like 7 days.
So wait, you had in 2008, you guys had dial-up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the one. Do you remember those? The depression and that nod. Yeah, I started this in 2008, but my family was poor, so probably some people had computers before, but not me.
Okay, because we had Wi-Fi, like we had internet by like, I don't know if it was Wi-Fi, but we had like a LAN, like a internet cable, whatever they call it. Like I think like probably like 2000.
8 years is not even that bad because usually we're behind by 20. So
there you go.
It's not that bad, you know. We steal technology. Yeah, but why we're talking about it? I brought it up because we were talking that America is turning into a little dictatorship.
It's a little dictatory. I don't know if it's like a dictator. Like at this point, it's just a tyrant. Like that's
a tyrant.
Yeah.
Maybe, I don't know. From a side, it looks like I've seen this before. You know, I've seen this. So for me, it's very familiar. But yeah, the difference is that the guns are allowed to everyone in states, and for us, nobody can have a gun.
I would say like one of the things I see is like it's kind of like in these like dictatorships, like what it is it's like a lot of it is like the flavor of the month, and that's like what you notice with like Donald Trump as like it's like 1 week it's like, oh, we've got to invade Greenland, and then the next week it's like we got to put troops over here to protect these people. So it's like the left and right, they're just moving so much that no one pays attention to actually what's going on because he just says the most ridiculous things.
So it's like asylum, you know, like talking to a schizophrenic person.
Well, I mean, that's the thing is like, I like, do you think he has dementia? Like, have you ever heard him speak?
I've heard him speak, yeah. I mean, he's definitely not sane, for sure.
No, this is not that, like, he'll just, like, be talking about trade policies, and then he goes on, like, a 20-minute rampage about, like, cancer and windmills.
Is it not just American?
Some Americans... I'll give it to you. I've ran into, like, some Americans that are just... You always run into weird Americans. Like, I ran into this one American here in Vilnius, and like talking to him felt like talking to a crazy man because he went from like talking about like nanoparticles getting into your bloodstream to they're reprogramming you with porn, turning men into sissy women into femboy. And he was going to like detail, and then he says like, yeah, no, I do a lot of research. I'm like, I go to these porn sites and I watch it to learn like what they're doing. I feel like you have the better things to do with your life than to look at this.
Maybe he doesn't. Maybe that's the best he can do.
That's the best you can do.
The red pill community. I mean, yeah, you can. That's why it's called a rabbit hole. Like you fall into it when you start looking to something, and.
Well, what's crazy is like it's like the conspiracy theories are they're actually kind of right. There was a secret organization that protected pedophiles. Like there is a secret organization that protected pedophiles. The only problem was it was their party doing it.
Yeah.
So like when it came out,
United States of America.
Like, well, you know that Pizzagate thing. I don't know if you knew. So like this was like I forgot how long, maybe 10 years ago. This guy brought like an assault rifle to a pizza place in D.C. And he went in and it was like, show me the basement where you keep all the children. And like he was like, the Democrats are keeping it like Hillary Clinton has like an underground bunker full of children at this pizza place. And then as the Epstein files are coming out, one of the code words for underage girls was pizza.
Pizza.
So again, they're like right there. It's like one of those things where like they're right there, but they're not. They're like trying to like find it, and it's right in front of them, but they don't do shit about it.
Yeah, now they are recognizing it more and more. Like the answers were right there, when people just were not reading it right. But that's there is this when you read the description about schizophrenia, you realize that those people are not really crazy. They see things as they are in their own world, and it has all the logic, and it like falls all into the right place. But for us who perceive the world differently, we can never communicate right. So the people who have intel and who saw more and who know more, they cannot really communicate whilst the masses are not on the same level. Do I make sense when I say this, or not really?
Feels like
I have
it's like
schizophrenia, so I talk about something that I know. Yeah, so basically the world is not, catching up with not enough evidence and something. They're gonna believe what they're told,
Well, the problem is like the evidence can be out there. It's like plain, like the problem is like sometimes the evidence is like so boring that people don't look at it, and it's like it's much more easy to believe like these crazy different things. It's like things are going on, but like no one actually takes time to like sift through information. Because I mean that's the biggest problem is like now we have like we live in like a dystopian world where there's so much information going out there that you can't learn how to decipher the information. Which is like the whole thing with like when COVID hit. Because it's like there was so much just like crazy different theories going on, and you have people who like spent their whole life like studying it, and they were like having conversations with other people being like, all right, so this is like, they even said like there's going to be a pandemic like this, like there's going to be viruses, this happens in the world, like it happens every so often, this is going to happen. And so when it did happen, they thought it was like this whole thing where it's like they're trying to control you. It's like, not.
They're trying to control us with
they're trying to control us with the coronavirus.
I mean, it's still unclear what actually happened, but I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I lived in China, and I lived in China like right before the coronavirus. What happened? I was still.
Did you bring it here?
No, I didn't. No, I didn't. I came after it came here. No,
allegedly.
Because I was in China. It was during the one of the breaks. It was the Chinese New Year's, and my friend from Laos was like, "Oh, why don't you come to Laos? Like it's cheap tickets." I'm like, "Hell yeah, why not?" And as I get on the plane, or as I'm about to leave the dormitory, my friend was like, "There's a virus going around in China," and I'm like, "Yeah, so."
Time to travel.
And then like
time to bring it.
And then I went
worldwide
to Laos, and then it started that's when like the virus went off, and then my university gave us this was the craziest thing, is that the university threatened us. So like we got messages, like we had like these group chats, and they threatened us. They say, "Do not come back to the university. If you come back, we will kick you out. You're not allowed to be there." And I'm like, well, I'm kind of like stuck in Laos, and I don't know what to do. And so I just decided to chill out there, and then I went to Thailand, and then I was in Bali. Like my first
somebody look up the spread of coronavirus.
Yeah, my first I'd say my first half of like COVID was like a really nice experience.
Oh my God, I've seen memes about people like this,
And the crazy thing is, so our university, they had us message them every single day, and we were supposed to write to them that we were safe, and we were being careful, and we respect the Chinese rule.
That's nice.
Like we're in Laos, and like I had to do this, and they were like
surveillance, but with a positive note.
Yeah.
I'm safe. What is it? What is that? I don't even have anyone to check on me. If I die, nobody is wondering if I'm safe. That bitch is doing somehow whatever.
It was actually really interesting because they would do that like every so often at the university. Mm-hmm. So at the university I was at, they would have like people from Beijing coming over, and they would like fly in. Like one of them, like the education department, and the whole school was on lockdown. Like they had like a whole meeting. Like we had to go sit with them, and they're like, "You guys are terrible. We need to kick you all out. There's only 3 places you can go like through this like week, or the week they were there. You were either supposed to be in class, in the library, or at home." And we were supposed to like message them every single day. Again, same thing. It's like I am on campus and I am respecting the rules.
It feels like home to me. It's all good. Do you remember COVID times? Was it like, make some noise if it was a fun experience for you? Okay.
He got to go babysit a cat. He was just taking care of his cat, no?
No, they got the cat a couple months ago.
Okay, never mind.
So for me, it was the happiest. I always had this FOMO, fear of missing out. So when the COVID happened, I was like, fuck yeah, I can relax finally. Nobody is doing anything, People are at home doing each other, and that's it. That's why there was a COVID baby boom. But It was fun. I also never got a honeymoon with my husband because he got a job and he was sent to work in a country which gave me 100 panic attacks. So I couldn't really.
Which country was that?
Georgia.
Okay,
you know
Georgia.
that.
Okay,
just checking in. It was Georgia. Yeah. Have you been to Georgia? If it doesn't give you panic attacks, you're the wrong one.
Well, you were talking about going to Bulgaria. Like you were in Bulgaria as well.
That was after COVID. So basically. It was locked down. He came for the weekend, to have days off, and it went into the lockdown, and he was stuck with me. And we rented a little room in dormitory, so we were stuck in 18 square meters for like 5 months.
Oh my god!
Best fucking honeymoon for me. I was obsessed with him back then. When you fall in love and you marry a guy, I was like in love, and I was like sucking that dick, but. It was such a happy time. Nobody is doing anything but each other. It was beautiful. And unless, you're married, and then you don't do anything but you divorce by the end of COVID. It was either or. So for me, it was the best. And then he was sent to work in Bulgaria. Five months into COVID lockdown, because Bulgaria never recognized the COVID. It never existed in Bulgaria. Bulgaria was number 1 in death rates in Europe of COVID, but they were like, COVID? No, we don't have it.
Surprise.
Yeah, it was crazy. He was sent to work there, and I was so in love that I followed him, and we were stuck in Bulgaria for 2 years because Lithuania was like, no vaccine, no entry. And we were waiting for the invention of the vaccine to come back to Lithuania. So that was great. I like how do you remember those mandatory vaccines? Make some noise if you're vaccinated.
Yeah.
Moroses? You're not vaccinated?
I did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just checking in. I was so scared. I had the worst panic attack on that vaccination. It was so bad.
Really?
It was so
Why?
bad. My therapist called it cocktail reaction because I was on several medications they didn't do the studies of how medications are going to be compatible with other stuff. And I took vaccine that was giving clots, and I was already taking medication that was giving clots, and I got into the spiral of like, I didn't get a clot, but psychological, I went into a spiral and I didn't know how I'm gonna do for a prolonged period of time. So it's called I think it's a medication cocktail reaction when you don't know how you're gonna react, and then as there were no studies.
What is the word for hyperglycemic? Is that what's the hypochondriac? There we go.
Yeah, that's what I am. Yeah, that's what I am. There is never anything wrong with me, but it feels like I'm gonna die any moment.
See, I am the type of person who will be like, no, I'm fine.
That's just being a man.
No, being a man and also being an American, because we're afraid of hospitals.
Oh yeah, and the bills.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing, is just like not going to the hospital. Because I remember here I had to go on an ambulance ride, not for me, but for someone else I know. And
Did you hurt them?
I did not hurt the person. I had nothing to do with him. He was.
But you were on a ride. So what's the story?
Well, my friend had a little bit too much to drink.
Okay, that is
for about
fun
10 days. And he gave me a call. It was on my birthday. He says, hey, can you come over? And I'm like, oh, maybe.
I have a surprise.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, the surprise. And I go in, and he's like, I've taken some pills. I had some alcohol. I remember I came in, and immediately I used to, it wasn't like that much, but like I used to be a lifeguard, and it was like basic things. So like you go into it, you assess the situation, you're like, okay, what's up? So it was him, another Lithuanian guy that he called over, and he'd been there for 30 minutes, and I had like one conversation with the guy. He's like, yeah, I've been drinking for 10 days. I took some pills, and I immediately look at the Lithuanian, and I'm like, you call the cops call the ambulance right now. Like, what are you doing? And he's just sitting there like, So he finally calls the ambulance.
It's just regular Lithuanian. You drink forever, take some pills, For him, it's just a regular Tuesday, It's Lithuanian.
Yeah, but then we got into the ambulance. It was it was the greatest ride ever, because I was like, this is free. I don't have to pay for it.
It's not free. What the fuck are you talking about? It's never free for a Belarusian. For me, I have to pay. They don't let me out from the ambulance office if I don't pay.
Really? Here in Lithuania?
Yeah.
They let us out of the...
Fuck! The privilege of being an American, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah, for me it's like €74 every time I call an ambulance.
Really?
Yeah.
It's better than like, I don't know, like 5,000.
Yeah, it's
euros.
better.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's just like a really fancy big taxi ride with 5 other people, with some sirens and like some really twisty turns. It's exciting, but yeah, I have to pay.
That was why, like, so when I went to China, that was one thing that I really liked about it was the hospital bills. Like, the hospital bills were so cheap. Like, I got an MRI and I paid it was like 70 euros. For
Why did you need an MRI?
Back stuff. I have a herniated
Because of
disc.
all the studies.
Yeah, all the studies. Yeah. It's more like
the heaviness of the regime.
No. I used to be much more crazy. I used to do like a lot of hitchhiking, and I used to like when I was in China, I would just hitchhike. I would go and like we had like a group of people. We would go like sleep under bridges. We'd sleep in like abandoned buildings, and we'd just like sleep in like very uncomfortable places. And so why not?
Okay.
I did it for the laughs.
For the laughs.
I mean, I have some crazy stories
Who
about
was
like
laughing?
hitchhiking.
Your back?
No, my back. Yeah, my back was like, haha, fuck you.
Exactly. What for the laughs? What the fuck?
No, it was a very interesting experience, like hitchhiking, because, well, first of all, Chinese people don't really like. A lot of them didn't understand what hitchhiking was, because they would like stop and you would be like, oh, I wanna go to this place, and they'd be like, oh yeah, the bus station's over there, or they would be like, they would ask for money, and we're like, no, that's not the point. So we had like a group of people. We had like 8 people we were hitchhiking, so we'd like split it up. And what we used to do is when we get it, like when the car would pull over, we would explain, we're playing a game. We're trying to get to this place, but not spend any money. And when you said that, they got excited, and they're like, all right, let's go.
What kind of people were there? Were they the American or?
No, it was, so the main 3 other people I used to hitchhike with was an Indian, like a short Indian girl, a short Belgian guy, and then a short French guy. They were
Why
all
were
like,
they all short?
I don't know.
You can fit them in a suitcase under the bridge?
Yeah. No, but it's also like I'm pretty tall, so yeah. But I remember
so everything is short compared to.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah, I remember we just get into like all these like crazy situations, just getting into cars. Like we would. I remember like one place we went into like this village, and we had hammocks. Hammocks are like rain tarps, and we'd either sleep
under the bridge, you're hanging there.
And this one night we went into this, like, we were in this village. We would go into town to go buy like meat so we could go barbecue, and we were like drinking at this one like this convenience store. And one of the guys were like, where are you sleeping? We're like, oh, we're just sleeping over there. And they're like, no. And they bought us hotel rooms. Like, this happened like multiple times. Like, people would just buy you hotel rooms, and it's like, that would not happen anywhere else. Like in Europe, they'd be like, haha, you can sleep over there.
Living off the propaganda, the good side of it, help your neighbor, and
they weren't really helpful, and they were like, they always wanted to make sure we were safe.
That's nice. I mean, the safety is super nice. I think for a woman it would be, you said you had like an Indian girl on your boat?
Yeah, Indian girl, and she was one of the greatest ones. So what we would do is one time, it was, so we had like a group of I think 7 people. So it was me, her, and another guy. We were hitchhiking. No one was picking us up. And then we went into the bushes, and then she started hitchhiking. This girl pulls over. She's like, oh yeah, can you take us and these 2 guys over here? And we were just like, hey, let's get in.
Yeah. The girl, can stop a car, I imagine.
Yeah.
With some ankle in China.
They would just sit there and be like, hey.
The ankle, I think, and then like, oh, there is 2 more dudes, It's how you seduce a guy into a threesome. It's like, do you want to do? And then you bring another dude. Surprise.
I remember it was so strange because we would get in the car and they'd be like, oh, where are you guys from? They would be like, this is an Indian guy, this is a Belgian guy, this is a French guy, and I'm American. When they were like American, they're like, American? Wow.
Exotic.
American, yeah, like.
The land of freedom that we never heard of. That's how it looks like. It's balding.
Yeah, it's balding. Bald eagle, baby.
The price of freedom.
No, we actually ended up in one place. One of the places we hitchhiked to, we actually witnessed a fight. That was
in China?
Yeah.
Was it like very short people?
Yeah, it was very short fighting. Like I just went like, stop it. No. So we hitchhiked. We went to. We were trying to go to this. There was like this village that was on top of a lake. So it was like people lived on there, and we kind of went there, and we were checking out all the boats. We talked to this one guy, and he was like, he really liked us. He's like, hey, why don't you guys like come have dinner with me tonight? And like we all piled in his car as we're driving. He says, you're American. I'm like, yeah. He's like, oh yeah. He said, I was in the Chinese military. If I would have met you before, I would want to kill you. And we were like, oh, there's no problem with this. This is A-okay. And so we got into like so he owned like a bunch of boats, and then he owned like an ice factory, like one of these like old school ice factory. I don't know if you've ever seen. There's a Bruce Lee movie where there was like they did fighting in like an ice factory, and it kind of felt like that kind of vibe. And so he had like two of his workers there, and like there was all this food. He was like, all right, I'm gonna go. I've got to go meet a few friends because it was the holidays. So he left us for like 3 hours sitting there waiting to eat. He comes back wasted and just starts yelling at his employees, like just yelling at them. And we're just kind of sitting there like, okay. And he was yelling at them because, so in China they speak like a bunch of different dialects, especially like in Hainan they have like different regions, different dialects. So the workers came from one region. They were just speaking their language. They were probably just talking about the weather. And the boss didn't understand him, so he was like, no, you only speak Chinese here. Like, you only speak Mandarin. And he's like, I am, and he like, he said in his broken English, he's like, I bashi. And we were just like, what the, like they were all like trying to, what?
Pashi, because in Russian it says like, work harder, pashi. Anybody knows this word,
Pashli buchat.
That's a different word, but yes, it's pashli with, It also has two meanings. It's either be perverted or let's go.
Yeah, and so we're sitting there, and so they had this fight. So the guy paid for like our hotel room. Like after this fight, they dropped us off at the hotel, and like he was like, I'm so sorry. The next day we're gonna like I want to treat you to like a nice lunch or something. And we were with it was the Belgium, the French, and the India, and so we all kind of like got together. We were talking. We're like, well, do we want to? We also had another Chinese
I got lost like 5 minutes ago. Are you following the story?
Are you guys following the story?
No.
Not really. You see, it's like you lost people.
I lost one person because
there
he's
was
British.
somebody fighting, then somebody. So it's still in China, but then somebody was paying for hotel. Was it prostitution? We don't know. Who's fucking it?
I did have to suck a dick.
No, you see, that's interesting. You should have led with that. How was it?
No,
short.
It was short.
Short in length and duration.
Very easily.
I see. So if you had to go to China, would you take the opportunity? Yeah.
I would go there to visit.
Even after sucking dick? We had a comedian yesterday who was saying how traumatic it was for him to touch another man's member, and I imagine for a man it's pretty traumatic, but for a woman it's just regular trauma.
But would it be like traumatic for a woman to touch another woman's vagina?
For me it was, yeah. But it doesn't matter. It's if you need to do things that you don't want to do, especially when it deals with the parts that you don't want to see or touch, it doesn't matter if it's male or female. You're not going to be aroused by something you don't want, It's just how it works. It doesn't matter what it is attached to, how it looks. If you don't like the person or the species,
Or the species?
No, I don't know. All kinds of sexualities out there. If it's consensual, it's consensual.
But I feel like species is way different because I'm not fucking my dog.
Yeah, but I'm talking about plants, for example.
How many people are fucking plants?
I don't know. I have a little bit of attraction to one of the organisms.
What are you attracted to?
Mushrooms. They look like little penises.
They do look like penises.
When they sprout, it's so beautiful. And they don't have chlamydia. That's great. It's always the most attractive thing, isn't it? No,
most
I like
attractive
it. I
thing,
like
no
it. I like
risk of
time lapses
chlamydia.
of mushrooms. They're very sexy to me. Never fucked a mushroom, just for your information.
Okay, would you want your husband to like, if you wore like a mushroom outfit, would you be like, oh my gosh?
Depends. If it's a Mario mushroom, no, that's
No.
too childish. But if it would be like, a mushroom, like a Pia vagribus, that white,
have it
such a big head and such a short stem.
So you like
Just
chode?
for my depth, it's perfect,
So you like chode?
Shove it out. What?
Chode. You know what a chode is?
No.
It's like a thick, not very long penis.
Like a gnome. Puk, 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 button, tick, 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 tick.
So you don't like big dicks?
Jump on it. Okay, now you know my deepest secret sexualities. Now one of you has to share to eliminate the weirdness between us. What is your weirdest sexual thing?
Wow.
Wow.
We need to compensate
I don't know,
somebody.
I feel like I'm very vanilla.
You're very vanilla?
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a feeling like this.
She's like, you look vanilla.
I feel like you could be boring in bed. I am boring in bed as well, which is, I never fucked a mushroom. It's my fantasy.
I'm probably boring in bed. My girlfriend's over there. She's like.
Are you
I'm not
okay
gonna
with
come.
that? I mean, you need to take very similar people and combine them. It's not like anything is wrong with that. You need to find the temperament which fits you. For me, like my husband is also like, I would say vanilla, and I just close my eyes and I imagine whatever. So for a woman, it's always a bit easier.
What do you imagine when you close your eyes?
It was a joke.
The mushrooms, just mushrooms, just like
I'm
mushrooms.
just like drowning in pivagribe, like
Joke.
yeah. It's just you just need to find your temperament. But anybody has some kinks? Yeah, you're not on the camera. Nobody's gonna know. I'm on the camera, and I came out as like weird. But I never assaulted a mushroom, I know that they have consciousness of its own, and even if I did, I would cook it first.
You would cook it before you fuck it.
Not fuck it, I can consume it orally,
consume
just
it.
suck
Okay,
on it,
all right.
play with tongue, then chew on it a little bit, use my teeth, swallow, digest, produce it on the other end, and return it to the beautiful land where the mushrooms grow. By taking a shit in the forest. Anyway, now that you know my beautiful fantasy, anybody else with fantasy? What about you guys? Contribute? They looked at each other, that's enough of an answer.
There's their fantasy.
I saw the fantasy, I saw the spark between you two, so I get it. Everybody's vanilla here?
He's a piss guy.
He's a
He's a
piece.
piss guy.
So we have a peace guy, that's
The
a golden shower.
The Armenian girl, we could.
The which one? Oh yeah, that's. We don't know if it was a kink, it was an accident. But some people get off on very weird things, and I talk from experience. I've met a lot of people with very weird kinks. I think when I worked in a club, one time guy came to me, and he said, "You don't need to dance for me, but you need to suffocate me with your legs." And I'm like, easy money, blad, I always wanted, was my dream, like get your head in here, blad. Easy money, 4 seconds later he's passed out.
I actually did stand up in a sex dungeon.
Was there a dress code? I tried to imagine the whole picture.
It was clothing optional.
Clothing optional. And then he showed up naked, and that was the joke. No?
I actually didn't get on stage in the second half naked because they said if they donated a certain amount of money, then some of the comedians would get naked. I'm like, fuck it, why not?
Oh, that's nice. Did you have a hat or something, or just you went?
I was just sitting there like this the whole time, and sometimes I'm like, what are you guys talking about?
Okay, that's nice.
I didn't I teased them, did a little tease dance.
Oh, the basic instinct thing.
Yeah, like some of you guys, I'm like, no, you can't see it, and then maybe.
Yeah, you can see, but you can see something else. You can blow it.
Yeah, the audience was naked too.
Yeah, that's a sex dungeon,
I don't
where
know.
the clothes are optional. That's nice. Did you get traumatized by? Because most of the time when you go to parties, I'm a very aesthetic person. I come from Belarus where you are shamed for having any extra kilogram and stuff. So when I went to my kinky party, I saw people naked that you don't want to see naked even for money. So it's like, because you know, in many places, because it's not a static thing, people do it for different reasons. They don't do it for aesthetics, they do it for like
They do it to fuck.
fuck or whatever. They do it for the reasons to feel free or emancipated, to be in this energy and stuff. And I'm extremely aesthetic person, so I was like, I don't want to see that, because for me it was not just doing it, and I never done this again. I was a performer there, I went there for money, but it was not enough money to compensate the therapy that I needed after seeing the tits which were, you know, bumped by the knees when she walked.
I saw one of those. It was like a girl, she was like 20 years old, and her boobs like literally went down to her knees. I'm like, damn.
It's like there is nothing wrong with that. All bodies, you know, it can exist and everything. But when you are like either paying money to be somewhere and to see, it's not a freak show, you know, like, and for me it was quite traumatic. It was traumatic in a club as well when I would see. It was quite revolutionary for me because I saw girls naked as well, and then you learned that vulvas are shaped differently and everybody has different lengths of lips and stuff. I was shocked as well, because you know, sex education is not really existent in the previous generations, and you think that whatever you have, and not every girl even looks in the mirror and sees like, oh, okay, this is what I have. It's very scary organ, you know, it looks like predator. And you know, for me it was pretty scary to see that some girls needed to basically flop the lips into the panties, and I'm like, what the hell is going on over there?
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, you see, so it's like sometimes you are just, you know, to take it all in, how all different people can be shaped. It's a lot to take in.
What was your sex education like in Belarus? Like, what did they tell you?
Oh, there was a sex ed, and we were taught about venereal diseases. That was basically
okay. So
every week there was a new venereal disease.
if you fuck, you will get herpes.
No, it was never like don't fuck, because they needed Belarusians to be produced. They never discouraged us from fucking, but they were like, if you fuck, you're gonna die, but first you give birth.
You give birth and then you die.
And then you die. No, but they were teaching us to be cautious, because like I say, in Belarus, you need to be a good worker. If you're not a good worker, you are not a good citizen in this country. And you know, chlamydia, you know, it's gonna show in your knees if you not take care of it, and if your knees are not working, you're not gonna show up to the factory, so you better learn. Logic.
Well, our sex education, because I'm from Texas, they taught us abstinence. Do you know what that is?
Yes.
Okay, abstinence. It's like no sex before. Okay.
Do I look like I don't know what abstinence is?
Just making sure. Just making sure. And there was like this one city in Texas that was like purely abstinence. So they did not talk about sex. They didn't talk about anything with that. And it had the highest teen pregnancy in the U.S.
Okay.
Yeah, they were like, Jesus does not want you fucking. You got to get married and then you start banging. So like, what did they teach you in sex education?
To be safe, how to put on a condom. We had a session with the male teacher, just the boys, which was very awkward.
Well, did he get naked and everything?
He showed you how to put on the condom?
No, it was just like he sat all the boys down and he was like, what do you want to know? And I was like, oh, why is it called 69?
Oh.
Shit like that.
That's exciting. Did he explain why?
Yeah. He
Oh,
was
that's-
like, oh, that's probably because the heads are like, yeah. He was very...
Did he demonstrate?
With himself?
It was very graphical.
That's nice. That's
and we
nice.
had nurses come and we showed them blue waffles and was like, what is
Okay.
this? To the school, but...
He came.
Okay.
Yeah.
He was part of the Ep.6.
Some people enjoy it visually, you never know. My first, I'm gonna overshare, but when I was in college, I was very attracted to one of the teachers. And that's how I knew that I was straight for the first time, because I thought I was gay because Belarusian men. But I was attracted not because he was a man, but because he was smart. And every time I would leave the class, the chair would be wet, and I would be like, yes, that is the sexuality, and it's called sapiosexuality. You know, when the man is smart. That's how my husband got me. He talked about maths, and I was
numbers.
like, what is this? Numbers? You know, it was pretty fascinating for me. So yeah, Do you know the sapiosexuality?
Yeah.
Like you, I see.
The accountant's like, yeah, I know it.
Enthusiastic girl. There are all kinds of, there are also, I am also attracted to mushrooms, but on a human level, that mouse needs to be producing something more interesting than just what men produce. Flashbacks to Tinder dates. Oh God! I learned that sometimes you feel attracted to a man, and I dated when it was still like going to the club. I dated like I was a hunter. You go out and you hunt, and then you find the target and you approach it and you take it for the kill, aka the one night stand. For me it was like sometimes you see an attractive specimen and you approach, and then he opens his mouth and you're like, if you had a boner, it would just pew. So it was very hard for me dating, and I think one date I had with Australian man. He was very tall and pretty attractive, but the way he spoke, I said, I will only sleep with you if you don't produce a single sound. And he shut the fuck up, It's like, it was quite exception, but it happened only once because it's like the looks were not matching whatever was leaving the mouth. It was pathetic. So, but if it's not, it needs to be doing something for you. Like, I think women do love with ears oftentimes, no? Because men needs to paint a picture, no? Is it just
women like ears?
Love with ears, like we appreciate when compliments, when men talk things. That's why French are very successful lovers. They can paint a picture how they're gonna go down on you, and they do, and it's like, what the fuck. So you love the French with the ears, but not with the pussy.
So I want to know. So ladies, do you make love with the ears then?
Not okay.
I'm trying to understand it. No.
Like
I understand what you're saying. I understand. Like it's like guys are attracted to looks, women are attracted to like the personality, like what you say.
Not
right?
necessarily, but I think for many women it's important how the man approaches the like foreplay starts way before the genitals, or the body. You need to do the whole thing, set the mood, like talk, get into the. No, you don't agree? Make some noise if it's like this. No.
Yeah.
Ladies, the ladies agree. It's like it's just you need
the
to be.
The ladies agree and one guy.
Nice to the lady. You need to you start by talking things and.
Isn't that normally how it like should work?
No.
That's a man talking. How does it
how does it work for you?
Invisible man.
Invisible man.
Invisible man.
He just approaches the boom like a gynecologist, I didn't tell that I'm gonna come in. Here I am.
I'm pretty sure that could land you in prison.
Yeah, but that's Lithuanian. I assume he's Lithuanian. That's like it's a little bit behind. It's a little bit behind, I've met men from here who would be. You can shout at them no, and they still gonna be like, what do you mean? And still, no means proceed. I don't know. Very interesting programming in some locals. But it was before my husband, so I hope. Provocation? Oh,
provocation?
It's
oh my gosh.
No,
I'm a little bit worried over there.
Yeah, but he's in that age group which I talk about. I think younger generation is a little bit more intact with reality. And when no, you don't agree? Maybe. You see, the younger people are more intact. If you hit him in the face, he might walk away and not think that it's a foreplay. Anyway, I suggest we take a little break. You get more drinks, get a little bit more spicy, so we could become funnier. No? Yes? Do you feel like a little bit more comedy? Make some noise. What the fuck? I put everyone to sleep? Okay, good. You're alive, you're here. Let's take 5 to 10 minutes break and come back with a little bit more. Thank you very much. Opa. Thank you very much for staying. Okay, one girl is away for a bit. Thank you very much for staying longer. I appreciate you. Thank you for everybody. Because we lost 2 soldiers, but they are regulars and they have each other to do. Fun activities. It's all good. Anyway, for the second half, I want to open it with open floor because we do pay attention to what happened. Maybe something in the past week caught your attention. in the events or news that happened, maybe you read something interesting. For example, like anybody watching Olympics? Boo, you said boo?
What's the matter with the Olympics?
They wouldn't let the Ukrainian wear his helmet, so I'm boycotting.
Boycotting watching the Olympics. I never watched anything. I consume any news from the most reliable sources, the memes on Instagram. That's how I consume mine. But yes, they disqualified a Ukrainian participant of the sport where you slide your head first on a slide because on his helmet he had pictures of sportsmen from Ukraine who fell victims of the Russian aggression in Ukraine. So, and they said you cannot bring politics into the Olympic Games. But actually the president of the Olympic Games, I don't remember her name, she was crying when the decision was made by the committee. So I don't know, maybe she was not in the committee that was making that decision. But yeah, basically that was a very sad thing that happened. Anybody else read anything interesting that happened? Do you spend like time on the phone? Make some noise. Okay,
Yeah.
so what were like, events that maybe caught your eye? No? Anything?
Denmark won over Latvia in ice hockey.
Okay, Denmark won over Latvia in ice hockey.
Is that a big deal?
I think Latvia is proud of their ice hockey.
And Denmark is just
Not
like
so much.
they're
So
just like,
that's
okay, I
nice.
guess we.
That's a collateral joy, it's very nice. Did Denmark celebrate on that occasion?
No, I don't know.
You don't know.
Did you not hear the fireworks going off?
Oh, okay.
Just me.
They just hear him going like, yeah, we're number one.
In Schnippishkis, yeah, I can imagine. That's nice. Before going on stage, I asked ChatGPT how Lithuania is doing in Winter Olympics, and it gave me a very visual answer. It was gold 0, silver 0, bronze 0, and then it was the next sentence said that never in the history of Lithuania participating in Olympic Games in winter they ever won a medal. But I think they did very good in figure skating. They got a 6th position. There was a mixed couple he's Lithuanian and she's American, but they're both representing Lithuania, and they did extremely well.
Yeah, I watched that. It was interesting watching it because I have no idea what's going on. Like they all look good, and then the judges are like, "No, they fucked up."
I mean, you can fuck up when they fall. That's how this
But like
American
they didn't
guy.
fall. Like they didn't fall. It was like it would be something like, "Oh, their skates just kind of messed up a little bit."
Yeah,
And
so
it's
that's
like-
how you know.
I didn't even notice it.
Oh, okay. You are American. Do you even notice things? I don't know, but it was pretty interesting. Have you heard about the scandal between Canada and Sweden in curling?
Oh
About
yeah,
the finger touch.
The finger touch. Yeah.
There was a very heated exchange between the teams because the Swedish guy was saying that he did touch the curl, I don't know how it's called, the granite part of it after the line, and he said he didn't, and then they replayed the video and he obviously did, and the women's team did the same thing, the fingering we call it, so Canadians are really good on fingering, especially when it's not welcome. So that's what we. So that's when what we learn about Canada, and what else was there?
Did you hear about the controversy with the ski? I guess it's the ski jumpers. They were like injecting their dicks with like acid.
That was hyaluronic acid. So basically, during fitting, they noticed that if you inject your member with hyaluronic acid, it gets bigger, and then they do the fitting, and then when they compete. If there is space left in the suit, it creates more aerodynamics that lets you fly a little bit longer.
I told them that.
You told them
told
that?
them?
Why don't they just try to get a boner before they go on the jump?
I think they do, but you want a bigger one. So a bigger one that
They're
lasts.
not doing it for sex. They're like, no, I gotta get the gold.
Yeah, you don't know. I mean, they were looking into it. I don't think they did that. Please welcome. It's just like some comedy event. You're welcome to join us. Basically,
There's seats over there.
Yeah.
Join
Join
us.
us.
One
Join
of
us.
us. One of us.
Oh my god. Okay, they're gonna be undressing. Clothes are optional. Clothes are optional at our comedy. Anyway, what else happened? I saw a viral video that went that in China there was a monkey that got abandoned by the mother, and it got attached to a plush toy of
oh yeah,
monkey.
I saw that.
Yeah, so basically because he didn't have a mother, he got attached to the plush toy, and there was incredible numbers going to the zoo to see it. Incredible number in China. You cannot even put it on a math number that I could read.
It's like not many, just a million.
Just a million. Oh, did you see this? My brain is amazing. Imagine how I get the blowing thing. Anyway, so there was this controversy. Anyway, that's how I sound blowing thing. There was this controversy. I saw an interview that China numbers of population are very much lower in fact than they are on a paper, because so basically we think that there are billions of people, and there is like at least half of them are not real, like in the number. So there was a Chinese woman who was giving an interview saying that it's like the numbers are taken from years back and they never did the recalculation, so they don't actually know what happened after this one-child policy and everything. So she estimates that it's like at least twice smaller number that we think it is. It's just something that I saw. Nobody knows. Oh my God, I'm like the most knowledgeable person. I try to bring the news. Okay.
Did you hear about in a high school in America? I think it was a high school.
Another shooting?
School. No, not another shooting.
No, what happens in high school in America?
No, it was like a MAGA guy who was like a fascist, and the guy was like, he was either fascist or a Nazi. He said something to to another kid, and he was like, punch me, and the guy was like,
yes.
Boom!
Yeah.
He said I support ICE.
Oh, I support ICE.
And then the kid was like, I'm gonna punch you. And he was like, well, you're gonna get in trouble. And then he goes,
okay. And he says,
yeah,
okay.
I just saw the memes of the guy like, okay.
And he serves this face of like, kisses. I saw a lot of Valentine's card with it. Like, it's a little bit later, but I think I even reposted several because he's like a cutie pie for justice, We like a soft man representing strong ideas. My husband.
I don't know if he's a soft man. He just went, he went in. It was.
This is like, I like my men with sex.
Do you like your men?
I like my men soft, so for me, it's almost sexy, when a guy like this is also representing something strong. It is, sexy in a way, because I like my men as teddy bears, like Winnie the Pooh kind of stuff.
You like Winnie the Pooh?
Winnie the Pooh having your way.
Like
T-shirt, the belly is soft, No, I mean
pants.
the body type, like Winnie the Pooh. It's so soft and you can and then he punches, because he hates ice. I think
how much of a teddy bear is your husband?
He's getting there. We're working on it. I'm really trying. I said to him that I'm not gonna look at you if you're gonna start going to the gym. So he's basically sexually obliged to not go to the gym. Yeah. Because I'm not gonna date that kind of person. I mean, no. Unless he's gonna get something with a heart condition that you need to work out, and then I'm gonna have sex with him more often. That's all. No gym in that family. Do you go to the gym? Make some noise. Okay. Let's pretend I don't judge. Why do you go to the gym?
It helps my mental health, I guess.
Okay.
And that's it.
That's it.
Do you also go to the gym? Does it help your mental health?
Mental health,
You don't
and
have
also,
mental health.
I definitely have some mental problems.
Because for me, I felt worst in the gym. There is a lot of shame going on. Everybody, no, I cannot do this.
See,
it's either egos or shame. There is a lot of mixed emotions there, and I just hate myself there. It's like, and I even, I don't know.
I have a theory
Yeah.
that people that really enjoys going to those hardcore gym bros.
Yeah.
that it's just another form of self-harm. Like they didn't have the balls to cut themselves, and now
Yeah, I think it's mental illness for sure.
It's definitely mental illness. Like if you spend that much time in the gym.
No offense, it's all good. We are comedians, you know. We are laughing at ourselves. I did go to the gym for 4 years.
I don't know. I have fun at the gym. Because my ADHD mind. Well, I first do it because my back, as I said, like I have a bad back, and if I go to the gym, then my back doesn't hurt as much. But like what I do is I just make up stories, because there's like people who are always at the gym, and I just give them like a character, and I give them like a whole backstory. It's great. They have no idea what's going on.
Imagine a dissociation, delusion.
It's my own delusion. Like there's this one guy, he's a little bit short, but he's like super ripped, and me and this other guy called him Frodo, and he's training to take.
You have a gym buddy?
I used to have a gym buddy, and then he left.
Okay, I see. Because I could not go to the gym like alone, and I did go for a while, but it's very, very hard for me. It's like you hate yourself. Yeah, I'm the kind of person, I don't have enough chemistry in the brain, because, you know, normal people who have normal brains, they get the bunch of endorphins after workout. Do you know this feeling? Mm-hmm. When you feel better after a workout? I feel worse because something is fucked up in the head, and I talked with my therapist. So when your chemistry is messed up, you're just gonna feel worse, like you're going on a bad trip, on a bad drug, you know? Whatever emotion you enter with, you're gonna have this kind of emotion heightened. So I hate myself.
So I did want to ask, so the gym, which one's the gym guy? No, that's guy. Oh, he's in the back. So do you have a gym enemy? Like someone at the gym, like you may not know him, but you're like, I hate him. Yeah. He looks in the mirror, he's like, fuck me.
It's himself from yesterday.
Honestly, it's like every guy, probably.
Every single guy?
I look at people and they think, I want to be bigger, I want to be better.
So it's you're more like competing against
mental
them.
illness.
Which gym do you go to?
Lemon Gym in Antaconas.
Antaconas, yeah.
You didn't have to say the region.
No, I have to know the region, because I go to the Lemon Gym just down the street over here. And I don't know if you have this, but there's like kids that are like, you know, like high schoolers or something, and they're wearing like the Hello Kitty pajamas. Which, I don't know, it's like really weird. Like you just immediately look at them and you're like, I hate you.
But I think it's a trend of, you know, online there is a trend of boys, twink boys, being really in popularity with ladies. And I think those pajamas can actually be doing the trick. It's like a soft boy aesthetic.
But like he wears the Hello Kitty, but he does not give off like any type of twink energy. It's like those like high schoolers who go to the gym and they're like, yeah, I'm the strongest. Like they'll sit in front of the mirror and they'll be like this, like.
High schoolers.
Yeah.
Big.
Not the big. Like some of them have like no muscle and they're just like. They're big like Winnie the Pooh. No.
Oh, okay, they are high schoolers, let's not forget. But actually they finish school at 18 here, 19 even, so. I am a married woman, what are you talking about? Okay, so.
You don't even like him.
I don't know, we painted the picture and now I'm all hot.
Now you're just thinking about guys wearing Hello Kitty
Yeah,
pajamas?
I don't know, it did the trick for me. Mushrooms, Hello Kitty pants, I don't know. It's a very broad spectrum for my sexuality.
Person.
I'm a very complicated vagina. It responds to all kinds of things. Door handles, you know, whatever.
Door handles?
I had a thing for door handles for a while when I was a virgin. Anyway.
Did you ever explore that?
I was a virgin, so not. I took my virginity with a dildo though. It was attached to the door. It was on a sticky thing, so boom, 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 let's go. Anyway, moving on to the gym. It's kind of a workout. You stretch the muscle, you know, and you. What the hell? No, you know you can control the conversation and say more, what the fuck, or throw a tomato at me. I like tomatoes. I'm also hungry, as you can tell most of the time. Anyways, anything else like you read on the internet, something interesting that happened? What is the most interesting thing that happened to you? Like it's February. I seen memes online that said, oh, by the Chinese calendar, January is cancelled. It's not even a New Year's. So we're starting the year in February. Have you made any New Year's resolutions that you already abandoned?
Drink more.
That was a New Year's resolution to drink more.
And how are you doing with that?
Business is good.
The business is good. Okay. Do you drink to fit in with Lithuanians, or is this something that an English person does?
No, there's a lingering sadness within me.
Okay. Within you, and it's not another man. It's not a Danish man.
Why are you so sad? Who touched you?
How long have you got?
First it was my auntie, then it was my granddad. The Danish man. Yeah. That's the sadness source in you. Have you seen Heated Rivalry? No?
What's Heated Rivalry?
Yes, you see. Where are you from, by the way? You joined us a little bit later. Where are you from?
Lithuania.
Lithuania, so you're local. What do you do?
Study.
Study what?
Creative communication.
Welcome.
That just sounds like such a fake degree. I don't know.
This is your future.
What? Yeah.
It's kind of fake.
Unemployed. It's kind of fake.
So what do you learn at creative communication?
Everything and nothing.
Basically.
Basically everything and nothing. Can you give us an example, like something you can apply to like real
I
world?
studied communication, so I can't
Bit
understand.
of advertisement.
Marketing, stuff like that.
You're left.
You have 1 year left, and then
Just
what do you?
push it through. I studied media and communication in creative industries, so it's that's why I'm unemployed. Doing comedy attempts on a Wednesday night, but I don't have Lithuanian citizenship, so that might be the difference.
I actually studied my bachelor's was in communication studies as
that's
well.
why
So
we're
there we
both
go. You
unemployed
can see
now.
this is your future.
If you aspire to be unemployed, go study communication. That was nice. I finished it off by getting a master in gender studies, so I locked in my unemployment status for good. So it's okay. What would you recommend for social media users? Like, what is the key to the success?
Guys,
Guys?
Guys?
please don't ask us questions.
Don't ask us questions.
Oh, I thought she was like, what is the key? Like guys, more guys.
Guys, do guys and post it on Pornhub. That's the key to your success. I wish my husband. I ask him every time we have sex, we have a mirror, and I look and I'm like, this is content. This is content. And he's like, I'm camera shy, and I'm like, you will not even know that the camera is there. Like I will put it in secret, because
You could just do it already. Be like, look, see, you're such a
I'm gonna blur your face out, But he has actually a very sellable face, Anyway, I would like him to when it was COVID, we were seriously considering. He's a pilot, so he couldn't fly. I'm a dancer, so I couldn't dance. And everything was closed, and we were what
was the clap
are you
for?
challenging me for the dance? I don't work as a dancer anymore, but I dance on a pole called my husband's penis, so we seriously considered being out of work for like 5-6 months of doing, posting the porn because we had no money. But men will rarely admit that they have this shyness in front of camera or something. But it's hard for men to perform in public or in front of public. Do you agree? Did I make you feel uncomfortable? Very much. Welcome to the. We do it every week. If you want to feel uncomfortable.
Moira needs to calm down. That's make everyone feel uncomfortable.
I'm Moira, and I need to calm down. No, but it's.
I don't know if it's necessarily just a guys thing. I feel like girls as well. Like they wouldn't want to do that.
What the hell? I'm not a girl. I'm a girl. It's just
Well, not every single girl. Like there are some people who are just like, yeah, I'll fuck in public.
Yeah.
Oh.
But it's a lot of people's fantasy, like, ooh, the craziest thing I've done it in a subway bathroom or whatever.
A subway bathroom.
I don't know.
But I think that's the fear of getting caught. Not.
That makes it exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, yeah, you don't want to be like publicly doing it, but yeah.
And that's what you do when you put up porn.
Oh shit, then yeah, I don't know then. Because for me, the idea of a camera is exciting, but I studied psychoanalysis, and it was describing sex for a girl in general, and it's like we always imagine that the camera is there already. It's like a third, because sex nowadays is very performative, and oftentimes when we do it, we imagine, like, you know, we remember porn and everything, and we become this, like, no, you never thought about it? You just do it, you know, like, you just like, I see what I like, because women, we don't see what we like. You know, you take a girl from behind, you see a beautiful silhouette, you're doing it, yeah, it's working for you, and I'm looking at the pillow, which is a little bit dirty and it needed to be changed 3 days ago. You know, it's pretty boring for a woman, so we kind of imagine, you know, you're kind of there, but you're not kind of there. And when the man is on top, oh my God, it's the same man again and again, what the fuck? Of course you close your eyes and imagine something else. So, you know, we always kind of like imagine, it's a joke, I need to say it for visa reasons. But yeah, for a woman it needs to be more entertaining, because our pleasure is a little bit more complicated. So I think we do enjoy sex performatively sometimes.
Best monologue of woman.
What?
Best monologue of woman.
One of local women is the best.
Best monologue on women.
Woman monologue.
Best woman monologue? Okay, thank you for translation.
Not a problem. I translate Lithuanian to English now.
Yeah, but you know, you're the language person. You were able to learn Chinese in 5 years? That was crazy.
I just got drunk with Chinese people.
Then you never spoke Chinese then.
Like when I get drunk, my Chinese is like really great.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, I don't know. Is anything else on the table?
You wanted to say something about heated rivalry.
Oh, heated rivalry. Yeah. How are you enjoying the show?
Very much.
Have you watched it with Are you together?
Yeah.
Have you watched it together?
No.
Okay, that makes sense.
Makes sense.
I tried to watch it with my husband. Heated Rivalry is a show about 2 hockey players for competitive teams who unexpectedly get into situationship, and it's very heated. And it's very, very visually stunning show. And when I say stunning, you just look at it and do, why am I watching this? So I watched it with my husband. He was super uncomfortable. He's like, I don't think I can do this. I don't think I should be eating while watching this. I don't think my asshole is too much clenched. I'm getting a cramp in my asshole. You know, like for my husband it was pretty hardcore to watch, because it's very...
So it's about 2 dudes banging.
Yeah, it's very heated. Very heated show, but a lot of straight women are really into it because it shows men having feelings.
But we don't have those.
Yeah, you see? So it's like women are really getting hooked on this idea of men really being there emotionally. It doesn't matter for another man or whatever, but they fantasize, so it's like very interesting to see. Yeah, they're also very good looking, so that helps, you know. But
I thought you didn't care about looks.
I'm just talking about the show, like in the show, and I also, you know, I have degree in cinema. You know, when I watch the show, I appreciate every aspect of it, and I try to figure out why it's working or why it doesn't. That's why I like all the bad movies as well, because let's figure out what not to do. It's nice.
I do love bad movies.
Which one is your favorite one?
There was I forgot, there was this TV show in America called Mystery Science Theater 3000, and they used to take like just these like really, really bad movies, and they used to have like little silhouette of people, and they used to just make fun of it. And there was like this one, it was like a space invader, and like the main actress lady looked like she was like 30 years older than the other dude.
Okay. I never heard of it.
And there was this other one where it was like a Conan, like a barbarian type thing. And there was this one scene where like he made like a glider, like an air glider, and he did it over a city, and you could see like the silhouette of like the city. And then the last scene that he's riding a horse off into the wilderness, you could see tire tracks. It was beautiful.
Oh.
Okay, what's the worst movie like?
I've seen this movie called I've seen this movie called Bad Biology. And it's about a woman who has like 10 clitori.
What?
And she's always unsatisfied, so she fucks again and again and again, and she cannot get cannot get the satisfaction, and then parallelly there is a guy who injects a drug into his penis because he wants a big dick, and the penis grows so independent it detaches itself from the guy and goes on an adventure by itself, and then the woman meets that penis and they have the best sex of their life, but he also ejaculates in her and she gets pregnant with it, and then she gives birth to another penis and it gives her the best orgasm of her life. Legit movie called Bad Biology.
I want to watch
check
this.
It out. It's pretty graphic, and it had quite a legend around it when I was in college, and it was like, you will never forget this penis walking around like, let's get fucked. And I think it's a big fantasy for a lot of women, just detach it from the man and do the deed with the main thing.
I'm gonna need to watch this now.
Yes, please, you're welcome. Yes, we had to watch a lot of movies when I studied, and that was one of them. No, but we had to watch sometimes movies which are not good so that we could identify what not to do when making a movie. So
I'm teaching English, and one of the lessons they have like a story, and the acting is just so cringy and bad. It's beautiful to watch. Like they even have at one point there's like a police raid and they have like disco music playing. It sounds like it's like a techno party.
Yeah.
and it's just like two guys like walking, and you have the other guy giving directions where it's like, go straight, take a right after the cafe. It's beautiful. And then like at the end of it they were like, the police had raided, which was just two guys who walked into the building. They didn't even look like policemen. Like they didn't even like spend the budget on like getting like fake police outfits.
They can do it in a sex shop, you know, they get the police outfit. But sometimes you wonder, sometimes they make a blockbuster movie like Madam Web, and it's like I watched it and it was bad, and I was wondering, like they had a very big cast, like famous actresses, but it didn't work out, and it makes you wonder what didn't work out, you know.
Yeah, I haven't seen it. I have no idea. She's like, what? Why not?
It just makes you wonder. I don't know what doesn't work. In any way, do we have anything to talk about, or shall we wrap it up? Do you have another trauma to break? Oh, you wanted to mention the show that you're doing.
Oh yeah, we're next. Sadly, we're doing it the same time your show. So we have the dating show. So do we have? Moroze, are you single?
Will not answer it.
Will not answer. What about the programmer? Classified.
Everything is classified.
Everything is classified. It's classified. Nice. So we do a dating show where we find contestants like romantics. We blindfold them. We put them on stage and try to see if they'll match. It's a fun show. The thing is, we get a lot of ladies who are interested in it. And then we get like two guys. A
lot of ladies have a blindfold fantasy. That's why they are very willing to participate. Hello. And a lot of guys probably are very scared to be blindfolded in the first place. So I imagine. But maybe also ladies have more hope in love still. Like
I think it is. Or maybe but also some of the guys, like the things I've noticed with the dating shows, like you interview these guys and like you're trying to get to know them, and it's like, one of the questions I like to ask is like, what would be like a date you would take with someone that would show like who you are, you know, like something unique about you. And it's like, yeah, like, you know, I would take them, you know, to like, you know, 5 o'clock in the morning, we'll go hike and see the sunrise, you know, because it's like something I enjoy. That's I don't know.
Waking up in the morning.
Waking up in the morning, yeah, that's not me either. But like a lot of the guys, they'll just sit there and they'll say, I just do whatever the woman wants to do.
That's the best strategy, I think.
Just do whatever the woman wants to do.
Yeah, but actually we do have, as women, I think I speak on behalf, correct me if I'm wrong, we do have a thing for a guy with a plan. That's why we're obsessed with serial murderers, because the guy has a plan, the guy can clean, You know, the guy has a strategy.
I think the biggest thing is the guy can clean.
Yeah, not the biggest, the both. They work both. So we do like when a man can plan a date, but at the same time, we love when the man listens and respects whatever you say, you think, like you want of him and stuff like that. So it's like, I don't know. Do you agree? Because you don't want a guy who doesn't have an opinion of his own, but it's best when he has your opinion before you can even say it, yeah?
That's just a parrot.
That's a parrot?
Yeah, just the same opinion as the girl has.
Let me envision.
Because you just parrot whatever they're saying.
No, but he needs to guess what you want and tell it before you tell it to him, you know? It's like mind reading.
That guessing game. I'm bad at the guessing game.
Yeah, it's okay. You still have a girlfriend. That's you know, a great success. That's what matters for whatever reason. Anyway, so basically, what Ben is trying to do and to say that he is doing next Wednesday a show called the Dating Show, and they're looking for male volunteers. To go on stage blindfolded, and if you want, you can apply. You can look him up online in Moonshine Comedy Vilnius on Instagram.
Or my Instagram, you can follow me.
Or Ben in Lithuania.
Ben in Lithuania.
Yeah, I'm gonna tag him on my Instagram. My Instagram is written there. Moira needs to calm down if you wanna track what's going on. Yeah, basically, like I said in the beginning, this is pay what you can. Show if you can pay. No, but if you did enjoy the show, I do accept donations. If you want to donate something, I might be somewhere in the back standing after the show. I welcome any donation. You can do it via card, via link, via cash exchange. If you give a very big bill, I will do upside down twerking on a wall for you. I don't know if I can do it, but for a proper bill, we'll find out together. Anyway, whoa, you see, got somebody inspired. I have a bad shoulder, but you know, 20 is a 20. Anything for Dvatsoka, you know. So basically, we do it every Wednesday. If you feel like spending a little evening of I see, a volunteer. Let's find out. It's good that I wear underwear today. Or you want without, I can do that as well. Okay, you can stop me talking at any point.
All right, give it up for Moira. Thank you so much for having me on.
Thank you so much for coming. We do it every Wednesday, 8 o'clock, this place. Please spread the word. There is no comedy without you guys on the other end. It's just me having schizophrenia, and I have enough of that at home in Fabionichkes. Anyway, thank you very much. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Oba.